you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami.
On the ready.
54, right there. 54 miles.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
Mike 54. Here we go.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Get the ball.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 29, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Lady. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Watch QB talk. Watch your touchdown.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's got a noon one. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
55,
on 2nd and 9, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Hey, check. Man, 80. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. You ain't man, 80. Check.
From the 24, Darnold. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey. 5.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's bring it. Hey, watch that.
On 1st and 10, Erickson. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down now, it's Drake. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Set, ready? 10-2, sir.
54. I got you, son.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 5-4.
Now.
From the gun on third down, Erickson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Parker unable to get that one. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, watch out. Check it.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Right there in the middle. 55. All day.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Hey, Charlie.
Darnold from the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Joseph is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. It's been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Got it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Mike's partner.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the pass. Check 26.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Erickson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Get it.
Back to throw. Erickson. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check Mike 54. Yes.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Echo. You ain't got nothing. No. Jim. Go.
53, Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Let's go. Go.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on.
Operating from the gun, Erickson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll go down at the 28. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Found his target. It's Anderson. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And an alley. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Joseph now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Erickson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
From the gun, Erickson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. Well, that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Look at me, zipper. Mike. Come on, D. Check. Now.
To throw again, Erickson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Erickson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10
base.
at the 32-yard line.
He's not going to get me. Shoot! He's crashing. He's checking. Ready?
They run it with Balaj. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Looking to throw. Erickson. It's complete to Grant. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Come on, set. 60 or.
On 1st and 10, Erickson. And this is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Bravo. Big grip.
Throwing again, Erickson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm coming for you, son. Hey, Zoo. 53 is the mic.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Malone. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one. So
the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go. Five.
Back to throw. Erickson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, Orbit. Mike, 53, Mike. 65. Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Erickson going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now it's Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Charlie. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. 53. Hey, Haywood. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
From the gun, Erickson. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down.
Get pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Kyler Fackrell gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, exit.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got a rifle. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Darnold complete to Crowder. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The kick by Joseph is good, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Check 50, check 50. Mike, run that. 59, 59. Middle. Here we go. Smooth.
A first throw for the backup, Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Monday. 53. Hey, Echo. 53 is the mic. I got it. 53 is the mic. 53. Check. Alert. Check the out. Alert 3. Hey. Alert 3.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Alert. You. Go. And we got Mike, number 50. Hug. 53. Come on, say it.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. Unable to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on second down. Rosen got a man on the right sideline. That's Grant. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Slam, slam, slam.
They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. Open man there is Malone. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Watch safety creep. Alert, alert. Safety's creeping.
80. Hey, Delta.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Back to throw. And he hits Drake. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Alert, alert, alert. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Rosen to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike, Watch the screen. Yo, lady.
Now Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We go, Sam. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Rip left. Rip left.
One last throw down for Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's able to take it across midfield before